Good evening. I'm School Board Chair Teresa Jacobs.
And I'm Superintendent Barbara Jenkins. We're so happy that you are with us tonight as we celebrate the 2020-21 Stellar Awards.
Tonight, we're recognizing some of the best and brightest employees from Orange County Public Schools. Our Teachers of the Year, Support Persons of the Year, and some standout principals and assistant principals.
This year's celebration is different because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Unfortunately, we can't all be together to collectively recognize the accomplishments of this year's honorees. In fact, Chair Jacobs and I are appearing together through the magic of television and editing. Hence the reason we're not wearing masks.
But on the bright side, a much larger audience is able to join us virtually this evening to hear about some of the amazing staff members. And before the hour is up, we will name this year's Assistant Principal and Principal of the Year, and our Support Person and Teacher of the Year.
Before tonight's event, all of the 463 honorees being celebrated this evening received a special box with instructions not to open it before the show. Well, now is the time. Inside the box, all of our honorees will find their Stellar Award and a few useful tokens of our appreciation. If someone's with you, have them take pictures so you can post them to social media with the hashtag OCPS Stellar. Ready to proceed? From our teachers and administrators to our bus drivers, cafeteria workers, and paraprofessionals, no matter your job, every one of you plays a crucial role in leading our students to success every day. And for that, with the deepest of appreciation, it's a true joy to share my thanks on behalf of Orange County Public Schools.
Likewise, on behalf of my fellow board members, congratulations to all of tonight's 463 honorees. Your actions are valued and appreciated each and every day. And to everyone else watching, thank you. For it is only with the support of our colleagues, families, and community that we are able to create enriching and diverse pathways to lead our students to success.
And now, without further ado, please welcome our Mistress of Ceremonies for the rest of the evening, WFTV Channel 9's Nancy Alvarez.
Hi everyone, it's my pleasure to once again host the Orange County Public Schools Stellar Awards. As some of you may know, I am a proud OCPS mom. I have a fourth grader, how is that possible, and second grader at Hillcrest Elementary. I love our school and I love being able to share some of the wonderful things that are happening every day in all of our district's 202 schools. So while we're unable to celebrate in a large ballroom as in past years, the goal is the same: to recognize the outstanding work of all of this year's honorees. Some of you may be dressed to the nines and hosting your own watch parties, while others may be snuggled up in your PJs. If that's the case, I'm jealous. But regardless, our honorees are very special, and our 16 finalists will be the stars of tonight's show. So let me tell you a little bit about how this year's Stellar Awards came together. In the fall, each school selected its own Teacher of the Year and Support Person of the Year, and each learning community selected a Principal of the Year and Assistant Principal of the Year. From there, a panel of district judges selected this year's finalists. 5 each for Teacher and Support Person of the Year, and 3 each for Principal and Assistant Principal of the Year. The rigorous judging process is modeled after how the Florida Department of Education runs the state competitions. Before the holidays, all of those honorees received a commemorative garden flag to display at his or her home, school, or work location. Many of them share their photos with us on social media using the hashtag OCPS Stellar. And tonight, we want you to do the same. As Dr. Jenkins mentioned prior to tonight's event, all honorees received a Stellar Awards prize box that featured their award and a few other goodies, plus a $75 credit with DoorDash. So even though we couldn't be together tonight, dinner is still on OCPS, so that's nice. Tonight's event would not be possible without the generous support of our sponsors. You can see who they are on the screen or in our event program, which you'll find online at stellarawards.ocps.net, the very same place where you clicked to join the show. The program also has a listing of all of this year's honorees. And a special thanks goes out to our diamond sponsors, Cigna and Carl Black Orlando, who helped make this event possible.
People say making a healthier workforce will take a moonshot. One company says, challenge accepted. Cigna, with digital programs providing access to affordable, flexible care, using predictive analytics to engage employees in their health, and making connections across care to help get your workforce healthier faster, Cigna is again leading the way. So the future of healthcare may be a moonshot, but it isn't a long shot.
Once again, you can see all of our sponsors and the listing of all 463 honorees at stellarawards.ocps.net. Now I think we're ready to introduce you to our 16 finalists and get on with the awards. Our first category is Assistant Principal of the Year, which recognizes outstanding assistant principals who have succeeded in providing high-quality learning opportunities for students, as well as exemplary leadership in their schools and communities. So let's meet our 3 finalists. Derek Knappins spends much of his energy building relationships and supporting teachers so they can be successful, and it must be paying off. While he was named a finalist as assistant principal at Shingle Creek Elementary, he has since been promoted to principal at Endeavor Elementary.
What makes me the proudest? I think that going in there every day and being able to work with teachers to put them in a position to feel comfortable and really put their best foot forward to support our kiddos.
Building relationships with the kids and making them feel comfortable, making sure that they were welcome on our campus. And he also did that for the parents. Anyone who came on our campus, he was always there to greet them, smile, hey, what can I do to help kind of mentality.
I can tell you that the teachers do not mind doing a little extra because he does extra, right? You can walk in the cafeteria and we're setting up and he's cleaning the table off or flipping a chair around. And I think that's what matters in great leadership is that others see that you lead by example and they will go the extra mile.
When you see a teacher who gets it and they're able to put all the pieces together and you just see a classroom that runs so well and you see the kids who are just getting it done, I mean, there's no better feeling than that.
Up next, Melanie Simmons. Melanie believes that all children can learn and be successful if you look at the individual child and pinpoint his or her needs. That singular focus on teacher excellence and student excellence has helped Simmons build a culture of success at Ivy Lane Elementary.
When I get up every day and I go to work, it's like a light switch goes off of me, and I'm always going 100% for student excellence and teacher excellence.
Whenever I hit a student that I'm like, I don't know how to reach them, I don't know what skill it is that they're missing, she is the first person that will jump up and say, okay, let me come sit in your classroom, let's observe this together.
She's just a motivator. She's very determined and she helps them see their ability and see that their potential.
I want to be the person that teaches you morals. I want to be the person that teaches you your curriculum. I want to be the person who you can count on if you're having a hard day. And I get that from her. So it helps me want to give that to others.
That's where my gift is. With the children that need me, I feel like that need me the most. The teachers that need me the most. And that I really get in that environment and thrive.
Our final Assistant Principal of the Year finalist is known around campus as Miss Y. That's a much easier name for students to call Rebecca Yetvobnik, who says her favorite thing about her career is that she's constantly growing and helping others to grow.
I'm proud to have my kids walk in my building every day and know that they're loved and that they're taken care of and that I believe that they can do anything.
You walk into the school and you feel like you're at home at Ridgewood Park Elementary, and I think Becky has a lot to do with that.
She wants to motivate, she wants to educate, she wants to empower, she wants to lead. And the thing about it, it is reciprocal.
She never hesitates to tell you that you're doing a good job, and she values hard work, and she values people who come in and put in 100% every single day, and all of our staff members want to do that because of her.
So many people have said, you know, like, Becky, you can't change the world. And I tell them, watch me, because I'm gonna do it one kid at a time, and one teacher at a time, and one school at a time.
I have deeply, deeply appreciated, and I have honored this time we've been together. And for anyone to have you as a leader, they are truly blessed.
Before we announce the Assistant Principal of the Year, I want to let you know that all of tonight's finalists were asked to record a short acceptance speech in the event they were named the winner, so it's still going to be a surprise for everyone. I will tell you that for many of our outstanding finalists, just the thought of winning was very emotional, and their acceptance speeches really reflected that. But once again, it's all a surprise tonight when we reveal the winners. It's just 2020 style. So you may be wondering what tonight's winners receive. Each of them will go on to represent Orange County Public Schools at the state level in their respective categories. And because each of them shines so bright and have an impact so great, we decided to name a celestial star after them. So each of our winners now has a star named after them through the International Star Registry, and they will receive an official certificate and constellation map marked with their star. Our Assistant Principal of the Year will also receive a commemorative ring courtesy of Jostens. Once again, here's a look at tonight's finalists for Assistant Principal of the Year. And the winner is Miss Y, Rebecca Yedvovnik.
Oh my goodness, I honestly could not be more honored to have been bestowed this award. I am so privileged to work for OCPS and to get to spend every single day with the amazing students of Ridgewood Park. So first, I really want to thank Dr. Jenkins and the school board for allowing me the privilege to be an assistant principal in this district. I want to thank the amazing area leadership that I've had the opportunity to work with since starting in OCPS, professional development services, my STO family, and of course, Dr. Raheem Jones and Mindy Smith. I can't thank you guys enough for always making the time for me and always supporting me with any question I had, even though I know you guys always have a lot on your plates. Of course, the biggest thank you is going to go to my principal, D. Coffey. Miss Coffey, you are truly a transformational leader. You inspire me daily. And if someone had asked me to write out the most perfect mentor for me, you would have far surpassed those wishes. You have given me leadership experiences that have allowed me to make a true impact. And that's something that the words thank you just truly don't do enough. Of course, I do want to thank my family, my mom, my boyfriend, and of course my dad. My dad served as a highly respected educator for 35 years, and so I will continue your legacy, and you will always be my most influential mentor. I also can't thank the staff, the students, and the families of Ridgewood Park enough. I honestly fell in love with all of you the day I walked into the school building, and I love coming to work every day because of you guys. I truly believe that teaching is the most difficult and complex career that there is, and you guys inspire me daily. So I, at the core of my being, believe that every child deserves an exceptional educational experience, and my job as an educator will be done when that is the case for every child that walks into any school building. When children leave a school building, they should never see failure as an option. So with that said, I want to dedicate this award to all of the children that have ever heard someone say that they couldn't do it or been made to feel like they don't deserve opportunities that other students have. I'm here to tell you that you do, you can, you will, and you matter. And don't ever let anyone tell you differently. I can't thank you guys enough, OCPS, for this amazing honor.
Our next category is Principal of the Year, which recognizes an outstanding principal who has led a school, teachers, staff, and community to realize the highest levels of academic and extracurricular success for students. Taking the helm at Oak Ridge High School was like coming home for Jennifer Bellinger, who had previously served there as assistant principal. She fell in love with the school because of the amazing teachers, staff, and students, and has been instrumental in moving the school from a D to a B in just 2 years.
Our students come in at different levels. They come in with different background knowledge, but as a leader, it's my responsibility to pull a team together and to make sure that we're meeting the needs of all students.
I say her legacy is to get people to rise up and do the best they can do. You know, it takes a certain kind of leader to get that done.
She cared so much for the students that she wanted to make sure there's a school pride, that students were happy to come to Oak Ridge High School.
I want to be here to support students. Those students you have students who don't even enjoy being in school, but then I can work with them and find ways to motivate them.
I think that you've gotten a lot of children at our school to graduate who would have never graduated if it wouldn't have been for your leadership.
I see the difference that I'm making, and I just don't want to give up.
Up next, Seth Dobbs' goal when he arrived at Catalina Elementary was to create a sense of community and an atmosphere where students loved to be at school. His focus on data-driven instruction and celebrating student success helped move Catalina's school grade from a D to a C.
I think his number one concern is equity amongst our children, making sure that our children have what every other child in OCPS has.
Building relationships and letting students know and our parents know that we care about them and we understand their struggles.
Mr. Dobb has a very high bar, and you meet that bar being on his staff.
My role as a leader is to help my teachers be successful, in turn helps my students be successful, in turn helps our community be successful.
Kids know that we love them, making sure that they trust us, because if they don't love and trust us, then it's hard for them to learn from us.
Achieving that C, and since then maintaining our C, is one of the most proud things that we have done as a school. And I can't say it's me, it's my staff, it's my teachers, it's my students, it's my parents.
He has been the best principal I've ever had.
Up next, Aleli Vasquez. When she became principal at Meadow Woods Elementary, her priority was connecting with families and the community. She says one of her favorite parts of the day is first thing in the morning, when she stands in the lobby and welcomes every single child and encourages them to have a great day.
We want to make sure that our school is a building where kids come in and they feel safe, they feel loved, they feel that they are valued and respected, but not only for the kids, but for every adult that walks in.
She's like a unicorn. Her personality is magical. She brings you into this realm of, first of all, you feel safe almost immediately. Like, you know that she's there to protect you. And I feel like every person that's ever met her, they're like, oh my gosh, your principal is amazing. And I'm like, I know.
When I'm having a bad day and I see her, I just light up and I forget about everything. And it's just like, wow, my principal really cares about me.
Kids just motivate me every single day just to keep going. And I see that there's so much we can do for them, and that they need us so much now more than ever, that I can't stop. I can't stop if it's not for them.
Once again, here are the finalists for Principal of the Year. The winner will receive a commemorative ring courtesy of Justin's, in addition to the star named in their honor. And the winner is Jennifer Bellinger.
It is indeed an honor and a privilege that I stand before you today. I must first thank God, because without him, this would not be possible. I would like to thank Dr. Jenkins for giving me the opportunity to lead in Orange County Public Schools. I would also like to thank Dr. Vasquez, because you saw something in me and you gave me the opportunity to be a principal. I would like to thank a few people who have helped me along the way. Dr. Border, Dr. Lawson, Dr. Williams, my mentor, Maxine Risper, Dr. Gordon, Dr. Doyle. I appreciate what you all have poured into me, and I thank you. I can't thank you enough for what you have done for me. I can't let tonight end without thanking my amazing staff, because they have supported me, they have stood beside me, and they have helped the school to reach this goal. This recognition is not about Jennifer Bellinger, it's about Oak Ridge High School and the community of people who surround me and support me, and they make sure that whatever we set our feet toward, whatever we push forward to, that we can achieve any goal. I thank you so much, and I appreciate the recognition.
Our third category is Support Person of the Year, which honors educational support personnel for the contributions they make to their schools, district-level sections, units, and departments. The District Support Person of the Year will compete at a state level to be named the Florida School-Related Employee of the Year. Before becoming a school nurse 3 years ago, Jennifer Bueller spent more than a decade as a registered nurse in hospital emergency departments. She treats students as if they were her own children and says working in the school has lifted her up and been more fulfilling than she could have ever imagined.
It's a comfort for me as an administrator to know that you can trust your school nurse. Like, I have complete faith in her.
Our daughter, Jade, she has a chronic and very serious illness and health condition. So we really were worried whether or not we would feel comfortable sending her to school at all initially. She just gave us the confidence that we needed, that our daughter would be safe at school and well cared for.
There's been nothing that has touched the way that being in the school system has made me feel. And the families that I've bonded with and the families that I know depend on me and can call me at any hour.
It means everything to us that she's able to go to school. She's able to experience life just like a little girl should.
Well, co-workers at Blankner School say the word no is not in Lydia Folk's vocabulary. As secretary bookkeeper, Lydia is focused on providing stellar customer service to everyone she encounters and is always willing to step in and lend a helping hand.
She's truly about helping the people, and it doesn't matter what the need is. When you ask Lydia for help, her answer is yes, and she figures out how to do it.
She is so friendly and helpful that you just know she's going to go the extra mile to help you out with anything you have.
Seeing my staff members, that if they have questions come to me, that I will be able to assist them, and they can leave my office with a big smile on their face. That's rewarding for me.
Well, after a 17-year career as a flight attendant, Cynthia Gomez decided to keep her customer service skills on the ground working for OCPS. As an administrative secretary in the professional learning department, Cynthia understands that everything she does at the district level ultimately supports students in some way.
She comes to work every day with a big smile on her face, a little pep in her step, and she leaves every day that way, no matter how the day played out.
I want to help people, so when people have questions, if they call me and they need help, sometimes I may not know the answer, but I try my best working with other departments. I call the departments to try to find out who can help.
There are so many high stakes projects that really impact teachers, administrators, and students across the district. And without Cindy, the projects just wouldn't be as successful.
Dan Rebuck has spent his entire career teaching and coaching young people. When the Pennsylvania native son began attending the University of Florida, the family decided to trade their snow boots for flip-flops. At Castle View Elementary, Rebuck loves building relationships with students and serving as a role model who is always available to listen.
The most rewarding thing for me is that when I come to school every day, I can make a positive impact on my students.
Coach Rebuck, you want to be around him because he's so positive and uplifting.
He really has a love for the kids, and he shows that just in his mannerisms and the extra mile that he goes every day for them.
I always tell them if there's ever a problem that you have, you can always come to me. I'll always talk to you. I'll always listen.
Everyone is super important to him, and he builds relationships little by little in that way so that people feel comfortable around him.
He's like my favorite coach out of all my years.
Our final Support Person of the Year finalist has worked in transportation services for 26 years. Olga Vasquez is so dedicated to providing good customer service that it's not enough for her to just answer someone's question. She wants to make sure they understand the why behind the answer.
She's got that servant leadership mindset that I think sets her apart from many people.
She wants to make sure every child gets to school on time so that they can have a breakfast if they need a breakfast. She wants to make sure that kids enjoy their routes. She wants them to feel safe.
Because it's the first person that they're going to see, that it's important for us to make sure that we're doing everything we can to make it a positive experience for that student.
I don't really think you know of the 25 years you've worked in transportation, how much you've impacted every single person in a positive way.
Here's a look once again at all of this year's Support Person of the Year finalists. The winner will receive a commemorative ring courtesy of Justin's and a star named in their honor. And there's one more big prize courtesy of our diamond sponsor, Carl Black Orlando. Take a look.
Good evening. My name is Omar Rodriguez, owner of Carl Black Chevrolet Buick GMC here in Orlando. We're proud supporters of public education and Orange County Public Schools. It's been an honor to be involved in the employee recognition programs. We've been celebrating your dedication to students in the community by sponsoring this program. Tonight, I'm very excited to share that we are providing a one-year car lease to the Teacher of the Year and a one-year car lease to the Support Person of the Year. Congratulations to all nominees and winners of this program. Thank you for all you do.
Thanks, Omar. That is quite a prize. This year's Support Person of the Year is Lydia Folks.
Good evening. First, I want to congratulate Jennifer, Cynthia, Dan, and Olga for being the top finalists. You deserve this award as much as I did. Your hard work and dedications are being recognized tonight. I also want to give thank you to my awesome Blankner team for always standing behind me, especially my principal, Dr. Cryo, for her continuous support and believing in I can do it. Without her support, I would not be standing here tonight. Thank you. For the past 14 years, this is my third time representing my Blankner team to be the Support Person of the Year, and I'm so happy that I did not let them down this year. I want to let them know that I will continue to serve them with my smile. I will continue to give my best effort and to help to ensure the success of our students and parents and school. And I am proud to be part of Orange County Public School.
Congratulations, Lydia. And now for our final category of the evening, the Teacher of the Year Award recognizes and honors the contributions of an outstanding classroom teacher who demonstrates a superior capacity to inspire a love of learning in students of all backgrounds and abilities. Tonight's winner will represent Orange County at the state level to compete for Florida Teacher of the Year. Jessica Benscooter has known she wanted to be an educator since high school. Her method of teaching is rooted in Galileo's philosophy that, quote, you cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him discover it in himself. For more than 20 years, Benscooter has been helping students take ownership of their learning, take pride in their work, and master even the most difficult tasks.
The most rewarding part of teaching would be opening the minds of my students.
She's just such an amazing role model to students and to all of us. She gives 110% to anything and everything that she is involved in.
She makes it easy for us to learn the subject, and she makes it so that we actually learn it.
I want them to walk away knowing that there's nothing too challenging or too difficult that you can't overcome with persistence and hard work.
Up next, you might say teaching is in Jesse Cohen's blood since he comes from a family of educators. He even gave his little sister and her stuffed animals pop quizzes in the basement growing up. Today, Cohen believes that regardless of the subject he's teaching, his job is to help students figure out who they are, who they want to be, and what problems they want to solve.
He has a presence, a positivity that is just a gift. It's a gift to our profession, it's a gift to innovation, and it's a gift to anyone who meets him.
When you create that sense of community and when you create the opportunities for them to just be them, that's when you really get to see who they are and who they want to be.
He empowers them to believe in themselves, that they can achieve this high bar that he's set.
I always tell them that you never should get ahead by pulling someone behind. You never want to be in someone else's way. You just want to encourage them to do their best and for you to do your best.
When Ricardo Del Fos graduated from college, his desire to make an impact on society led him to law school. He earned his law degree, but decided along the way he didn't want to practice law, but enjoyed teaching. Today, his civics class is molding future leaders.
Seeing the topic and helping them learn that civics is not necessarily just a class that you're in. Civics is what's going to help you be productive, to be influential, to be the type of person they really truly want to be.
It's really nice to be able to have kind of a father figure at your school. He always told me, you're going to become something, so don't act like you're not.
You're just that gentle giant that does whatever it takes to go and put a smile on anybody's face, to educate our students, and just above all, just make everyone around you better.
Stuart Parker sees a dual purpose for his AP Human Geography class at the Winter Park High 9th grade center. Not only does it teach students how to be better citizens on the world stage, it also teaches them how to be better students, something they take with them the rest of their academic career.
I love what I teach because it is relevant to the world.
He's actually creating an awareness in them of someone outside of themselves. He's the type of influence that our youth need as mentors.
He cares deeply about his students. He wants not only to make them better students, but also just better global citizens.
How can we be those agents of change to improve life for every single person? And they grab onto it and they want to really work hard at making significant change.
Well, in addition to teaching English language arts, Laura Stile also enjoys serving as a mentor and supervising teacher to college interns. Her message to them is simple: treat every student with love, respect, and dignity, and build trusting relationships so that the classroom is a safe haven for students.
From day one, when I walked in her classroom, you could feel the love. I'm your second mom. I want to be there for you throughout whatever you're going through in life. You can always lean on me.
You just never know how you're going to impact somebody or how you're going to be able to support them or get them through hard times. To watch them succeed, watch them grow, that little light bulb comes on. That's the most rewarding.
She embodied what it meant to be a teacher, to be an educator. I don't think she really knows how she just impacted our family.
Now you've met all of the finalists for Teacher of the Year. As a reminder, the winner will go on to represent OCPS in the Florida Teacher of the Year competition. In addition to the Star Registry and one-year car lease from Carl Black Orlando, the Teacher of the Year will also receive a commemorative ring from Herff Jones. And the winner this year, Stuart Parker.
An important lesson I learned growing up was the importance of service. I watched my grandmother as she was teaching her elementary school, and I hope that I continue her legacy of teaching and make her proud. I saw my parents serve their city that I grew up in for years, and they taught me that serving other people brings joy. And so over the past almost 20 years of teaching, I've been able to serve almost 2,000 students, and it makes it a really honor to be here accepting this award, knowing that I've touched so many families and students. I would like to take this time to thank those people at Winter Park who have helped make me the teacher that I am. All of my mentors, Renee, Steve, Joanne, Rafaela, my department, Tom, Emily, Dave, Corey, Ryan. You all have been a great inspiration and support for me over the years. To all the administrators that I've worked for who have allowed me the ability to try some pretty big projects and challenges with my students. So thank you for believing in me. To Mr. Stanley, you made me the teacher I am today, so thank you so much for investing in me and giving me just the ability to grow and to try new things. You are the most amazing administrator I've ever worked for and a man that I've known, so thank you for that. To all of my students, you're why I do what I do, and I hope that every day you continue to make the world a better place like we learned in class. And remember, the struggle brings strength, and you will be better as you fight through everything that you're going through to be better people and to make the world better. To all the teachers in Orange County, it is a great honor to represent you this year. I hope I do you proud. We are stronger together. We can make a difference. We are the hardest working group of people in the entire country, and it is an honor to represent you, and thank you for the work you do. And finally, to my family, we're on this ride together, so thank you for believing in me and continuing to support me. To my parents and my brothers, thank you for your service over the years, teaching in the government. To my wife, Melissa, you are an amazing teacher. You could deserve to be up here just as much as I do. You make me want to be better every single day. Thank you so much for this honor, and I am very proud to represent Orange County.
Congratulations, Stuart. I truly enjoy starting off a new year with the OCPS Stellar Awards. It really has been a pleasure to serve as your MC tonight. I'm so proud to be an OCPS mom, and I'm so glad my kids and my family are a part of your family. Congratulations to all of tonight's honorees and winners. I can't wait to see you all in person for this celebration next year. Have a stellar night, and thanks for joining us. Congratulations to all the nominees and winners.